watching on a platform other than Whatnot, we would invite you to use the QR code or use the join link in the description to come on over to the Whatnot platform. It's a mobile app that makes shopping super fun and easy. And if you use our join link, you can actually get $15 off your first purchase on Whatnot. There we are. Okay, I'm gonna go in and make sure that link is correct.
What is that on?
Facebook. Oh, pardon me. And then if you want to get YouTube,
Yeah, it's not looking like it's.
that's okay. No worries.
Oh no, there it is. That's weird.
We got it. We're live. Cool. All right. Well, tonight we are going to be got to turn my volume down. Tonight we're going to be looking at gemstone strands. We have a Beads for Good trunk show here at the store. Oh, look at that. A Beads for Good trunk show here at the store. And a portion of the proceeds from these gemstone strands goes to benefit the Taschereau Orphanage in Mexico, which caters to disadvantaged and disabled children that aren't really eligible for traditional adoption always. So that's awesome. That wonderful beads that we like to play with. Thank you for joining me.
I'm here.
Wonderful beads that we like to play with can also go to help other people. So beads are good. All right, let's see them. Look at that. We picked the worst spot in the store.
We did that.
I did.
Together. You and I.
Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. All righty. Where's number 1? Found it. Okay. So,
hey, welcome in, everybody.
If you are on Whatnot, it's super easy to shop. Alex is going to tag number 1. And we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, the way that you can shop is to join us on the Whatnot app. So use that link in the description to come on over to Whatnot.
And if you're watching on Whatnot and you know somebody on the platform that hasn't joined in yet and isn't watching, if you could just tag them, that would be awesome. Yeah. Also, thanks everybody for hanging out. We do appreciate you.
Totally. Bye, guys. Have a good evening. Can you just leave that on the front counter for me, please? Thank you. My parents are leaving. Okay, everybody say, hi, Mike and Rhonda. Bye, Mike and Rhonda. So this is number 1. These are 8mm white selenite rounds, and they are pretty. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. That way the focus wants to be where my hand is. Coral says hi and bye. He's waving.
It's true. She did.
So these are approximate 8-inch strands, and some are a little bit shorter, some are a little bit longer, but they're traditional half strands, if that makes sense. And we will move on to number 2.
Kim says hi and bye. Or bye.
Kim says bye too. They're waving. All right. So number 2 is also white selenite. These are 6mm rounds. So the next size down. Hey, Lois. Thanks for joining in. All right. Glad you found us.
I didn't know he was lost.
Okay. So moving on to number 3.
Oh, yeah. The prices are slightly out of order.
I don't know what you mean. Oh, okay, like you rearranged them. Okay.
I didn't rearrange them. I tagged them as they lay.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is rose agate, and it has what's called a mystic coating on it, which just basically means that it has like the shimmer coating on it that they do on gemstones.
Oh, nice. Lois says she's watching on a big screen.
Oh, cool.
Although I guess now she's on.
Maybe watching in both places. But anyway, these are, it says they're 8mm, but they're some chunky 8mm. So they're faceted rounds.
Welcome in.
Hi,
Carrie,
Barbara.
Lavender, and Barbara. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us.
All right, moving on to number 4. And guys, just so you know, these are Becca's picks. Becca curated this show from the items that she picked out of like our selections of what was eligible for the show tonight. So she picked some really pretty pieces. So this is number 4. These are 10 millimeter purple fluorite puffed coins. Terry says fluorite. Uh-oh. Yep. They're nice. You've got like this beautiful kind of like pale yellow green mixed in with the purple, a little bit of that like almost lilac color mixed in with like the traditional like amethyst color. But they are very pretty.
All right.
All right, moving on to more fluorite. Oh, I see what Becca did. She did like color ranges and stone collections. That makes sense. All right, these are number 5. These are also just $10. And these are 12 millimeter puffed coins.
They are puffy.
They are puffy. I'm going to go ahead and share our stream to our groups. I forgot to do that. Hey, Melissa.
And Bead Sec T?
Beads, etc.
Oh, that is. That looks like an S. Man, my eyes are. I need to renew my prescription.
That's funny.
My eye subscription.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the future we're going for. Everything's subscription based these days. You got to renew your subscription for your hearing and your eyes.
That's funny. Where's my bead place
Thank
group?
you, Barbara. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you. And again,
oh, thanks, guys.
If you stay tuned, if you missed some, if you're coming in just now, stay tuned because typically towards the end of the show, we will go through and you can check out anyone you want.
We'll do like reviews or repeats.
Repeat and review.
All right. Moving on to number 6. Alex is tagging that now. Look at these.
Only 3.
Yeah. And you save 50 cents on these because you can only do whole dollar amounts on whatnot, apparently. So you save 50 cents. We round down.
Will do. I checked the list, but entirely. Yeah, we didn't have time today to put descriptions in.
Yeah.
We never really do photos because we really don't have time for that. But,
yeah.
But yeah, we will go through a second time.
Thank you, Terry.
So, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, these are really pretty. So these are 14 by 10 millimeter puffed rectangles in the rainbow fluorite. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, moving on to number 7. Alex is getting that pinned.
And as always, if you've purchased from us before, if you wouldn't mind giving us a 5-star review whenever you get your product, it really does help us out because we are fairly new to this platform. So
yeah. And so these are approximately 18 by 13 millimeter rainbow fluorite nuggets, and they are stunning. Like so nuggets. Pretty. So pretty.
I ate them.
You get some free spacer beads with these too, because you have some little fluorescent faceted ovals in there.
It's free value, baby. We take that.
We like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Moving on to 8. These are pink. They are white jade dyed rhodonite color. These are 6 millimeter faceted rounds. Thank you. Hey, Rosalinda.
Oh, hi, Rosalinda.
Oh, well, thank you, Terry. Do you not see Rosalinda come in?
I didn't until just now.
Oh, it's so funny how sometimes mine is ahead of his and sometimes his is ahead of mine.
Weird.
Yeah.
Number 9er. Only 3 of these.
These are fun.
Yeah, those are really cool.
These are the same kind of jade, but these are dyed to look like tourmaline color. So they say white jade dyed tourmaline color. And these are 6 millimeter rounds. This would make such a pretty stretchy bracelet. Like imagine just like this with like a little gold charm in the middle. We've got some really pretty new flower charms that Becky just added to the website that I think would be like stunning with this. Maybe we can show them on a Whatnot stream either at the end or next week or something.
The next one reminds me of a 90s drink.
Yeah.
called Sunny Delight.
Sunny D.
No, Sunny Delight.
Oh, my bad.
Sunny D is what they changed it to.
My bad. All right, so this is number 10. This is orange sardonyx. These are 8mm faceted rounds. We saw these last time around, not last stream, but last trunk show, with some like lantern shapes. But these are the faceted rounds this time.
Good pickup.
Very, very pretty.
Yeah, I love that one. That's probably my favorite on this whole tray.
Yeah, and the color is super accurate also. Oh, my phone cut off. Let me get back to the stream. There we go.
Welcome in, Deanna Spears. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us.
All righty. Moving on to number 11. Check these out. These are really pretty. Like it's a deep but also cool toned pink.
Yeah, the camera doesn't quite do it justice.
Yeah, they're a lot more vibrant than what they're showing on screen for some reason. Terry says, it is like a crazy citrine with extra. Sardonyx is lovely. I agree. So this is white jade dyed pink color. 6mm faceted round dyed jade. Very, very pretty. These make the best stretchy bracelets. These like vibrant color little rounds. All right, number 12. This is
Lavender amethyst.
Lavender amethyst.
8mm round.
Yep.
Look, I could do it.
You totally could.
Maybe one day we'll have.
Why don't you do the next couple and we'll see how you can pronounce the gemstones. This is really pretty because it's a really light.
Like I couldn't pronounce
it. It's a really light purple, but it's still purple. So it's really a gorgeous tone. All right, moving on to number 13. This is such a fun shape too. So this is Adventurine. This is that classic green color. Oh, I forgot you were going to be doing it. My bad. Sorry, Alex, take over.
This is Green Adventuring. It's about 14 by 10 millimeters. Freeform tubes.
Whoa.
Yeah. And you do get some little spacers in there for free.
Take it seriously. Take it seriously.
Oh, so now having fun means I'm not taking it seriously. Hi, Lainey. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in.
Hey, thanks for joining us. So yeah, Alex did a great job. You do get some extra little spacer beads in there. And the reason why they do that, guys, is so that the stones don't bump up against each other in transport. So the stones, they'll do it a lot for soft stones, like we saw it with like the fluorite earlier. And then also with particular shapes like this, where they could, like if the stone or if the strand, goes like this in transport, you don't get those corners knocked off. So that's why they do that.
Do I spy Morganite too?
Possibly. Maybe. I honestly, I did not pull this. I did not pull this show. This was done by Becca and she did a great job. So this is fun because I'm getting to explore this like you guys are. So next is 14.
I love this one. These are cool as heck.
These are cool as heck. So these are Tibetan agate. It says pink football, but they're rounds. I don't know why it says football rounds.
Maybe like football. You're thinking of the wrong football.
Like they're saying the pattern is like a soccer ball.
It looks like a soccer ball.
Oh, maybe. I've never heard Tibetan agate or like DZZ agate. Like the different patterns called names other than just like their traditional lettered names.
And they're very, they're not complete like perfect circle or spheres. They're kind of like.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of represents, how a soccer ball has little hexagons.
Yeah, like okay. Yeah.
Pentagon,
whatever. I get what you're saying. Yeah. No, I bet you're right. Yeah. So anyway, these are 8mm faceted rounds. And this is a semi-traditional, like patterned agate for like the Tibetan agates. But I think with the hot pink color, that takes us definitely out of traditional. So, all right, more Tibetan agate. Becca pulled some really pretty ones. These are just $8. This is 15. Cool. This is, she said these looked like vintage baseballs.
Oh yeah.
So
I see
these
that.
are 6mm rounds, and it's called Tibetan Agate Brown Wavy. And so
Ooh,
this is that
wow.
matte finish, that really soft kind of velvety matte finish.
What is that, velvet?
Oh my gosh.
You
You
say
startled
that.
me.
You can't say that word without. Man, she is digging deep.
She really is. She's got some candy over there. If you guys hear crinkling, Parker's over there
They
eating
hear
candy.
it. Lucky Leda, Linda, welcome in. Thanks for
Sorry,
joining
guys.
us. Appreciate you.
All right, so this is gorgeous. It's number 16. This is dark brown Tibetan agate 8mm rounds, and this again says football. So I'm gonna guess that that's that like soccer pattern that they're describing.
It's gotta be.
So if you're just joining in, we are doing a Beads for Good trunk show. So these are half strands, and of course, really great prices. And a portion of the proceeds goes to benefit the Tasharat Orphanage in Mexico, which is an orphanage that specifically caters to children and young adults that are not eligible for traditional adoption. And then they always have a place to come back to if they try independent living and find out that it's not working for them. They're able to go back rather than ending up on the street. So it's really great that Beads for Good is able to facilitate that.
How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us.
This is 17, and this is 8mm rounds. These are also Tibetan agate, but this time we've got that cool stripe down the middle of these beads. And this is that semi-matte finish. I would call this matte finish, but it's kind of not quite as rough as the first matte one that we looked at. It's like a satin finish.
What is that? Satin? That doesn't work.
That doesn't, no. All right, moving on to 18. We have some gorgeous pyrite strands here. These are just $8. These are 6mm rounds.
They look much darker on camera.
They are
more gray.
That fool's gold color. So they're definitely like a cool tone, brown, gray, gold. A little bit of a green tone. Very pretty. All right, moving on to 19. Alex. Thank you. You okay? Oh, right. All right, so this is 19. This is gold rutilated quartz. These are 6mm faceted rounds, and these are incredible, like absolutely stunning. I wish that the light could show how stunning these are, because let me see if I can boost that up a little bit.
Pump it up.
They just have such pretty rutiles. We've got golden rutiles, and then we also have some tourmalination.
Congrats and stones.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even see it on my screen. Thank you. How was your stream?
Welcome in, Raiders. How are you doing tonight? How was the stream?
So we've got some really beautiful
great,
like flashes that almost look like hyperstein. You see that? But that's just the mixture of the golden rutiles and the black tourmaline little needles running through. Hey, Rosalinda. Oh, good question. So this is 6mm gold rutilated quartz. They are faceted round beads. And so I will kind of do the little intro over again for the new Raiders. Sorry, I had just said it right before you came in, so I was going to take a brief pause before saying it again. But this is a Beads for Good trunk show benefiting the Tasharat Orphanage in Mexico. No, don't apologize. So the Tasharat Orphanage benefits disadvantaged children and disabled children that are not eligible for traditional adoption. And what's great about the Tasharat Orphanage is that they also provide support for not only independent living for adults, but then they also provide a home, like a forever home for these people that if they decide to give independent living a try and it's not working out for them, they are always welcome back at the Tasharat Orphanage. So it's awesome, in my opinion, that we get to benefit from these beautiful beads, but then the joy that we get from these beads is spread through direct support to the mission at the Tasharat Orphanage. So I just think that's really cool. But anyway, these are approximate 8-inch strands, and this particular stone is Amazonite 4x2 millimeter Heshi buttons. And this has a lot of really pretty color variety, more like the Russian Amazonite that we're used to seeing, in a little bit darker and more green of a color. So we see that color variety in this, but we have that really pretty blue Amazonite tone with these. So we are moving on to 21. 21. All right. Oh, you got it? Not yet. Hold, please. There we go. So this is 4 millimeter rounds. Thank you so much, Barbara. All right. So, I don't know if you saw the message that Barbara sent earlier. If you go onto our website and read it, because it's just about just struggling to pronounce the screen name.
I'm not going to do that right now.
That's fine.
Yes, I do. It is a running meme I cannot pronounce.
She wasn't making fun of you. She was being kind. It made me laugh to read it. So anyway, this is black tourmalinated quartz. These are 4 millimeter faceted rounds.
Hello, Away 7068.
Hey.
Welcome. I can pronounce that.
All right, moving on. 22.
Surprised I didn't say Away. Oh, yay.
Alex is going to pin this. And we got it. All righty. So this is 22. This is Botswana agate. This is approximately 10 to 15 millimeter freeform chips. And this is just so pretty. Oh, look at these beautiful lines.
Oh, that beautiful bead footage.
Gorgeous, gorgeous stones. And these come with those fun little free spacer beads in between too. So you don't even have to, you don't even have to find spacers to match because they already found them for you. No, we're just joking. We know that you'll probably put these in your bead stash and pick extravagant spacers to go with these extravagant beads.
What are we on? 24?
I don't know.
23. All right.
Yes, 23. Okay,
Hey,
so here's more
ready.
of that mystic
Oh
coated rose agate. Thanks so much,
you.
Weaver Denny, for sharing the stream. So we saw these in a bigger size earlier. These are 6 millimeter faceted rounds. And then if you want for reference, the larger size that we saw earlier is number 3. So if you wanted to pair them, you certainly could by going down here to the little Buy It Now shop. And so you can grab this 23 that we've got tagged now, and then
3.
number 3 to get the bigger size from the Buy It Now section. And then wait till you see these. I don't know if we've got Terry Velasco in chat or not, but if we do, I know she's going to snag these up quick because look how pretty these are. So this is 24. This is rainbow agate. So this is heat treated agate that has been color enhanced. And then it has the shimmery mystic coat on top. And they just look like they're wet. Like they're just beautiful. They're 6 millimeter faceted rounds. So you've got that shimmer from the faceting. And then you have the shimmer from the mystic coat over the top. So they're just so pretty, so pretty. So, guys, if you're watching on a platform other than Whatnot, we are actually streaming on the Whatnot mobile app. We have a join link in the description of this video, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. You can click that join link to get $15 off your first purchase on the Whatnot app if you join with our link. So, you can come on over and shop. Alrighty, so we are moving on to 25. This is white agate with mystic coat, which is that silvery shimmer coat, and then also AB, which stands for Aurora Borealis, which is that rainbow coat that you see. Thank you so much, Rosalinda.
What number is this?
25. You had already tagged it. Yep. So these are 6mm faceted rounds. These are great to have on hand for the holidays because they are very dressy. And also it's a great kind of impressive shimmery neutral for gift making. Because it's that time of year.
It's beginning to...
We haven't even switched our Halloween decor in store yet, but we've got people
We'll take
coming
it down
in.
in February. I mean,
We've got people coming in for Christmas beads. We have our holiday beads out all year. Ooh, these are cool. Oh, they don't show up as cool on screen. Oh, look at this bead right here. That's what all of them look like in real life. So these are black obsidian. But they have so much of that really cool sheen to them that I would almost call them golden obsidian. So these are, yes, sheen. They are 6mm faceted bicones, and they are so pretty. And I'm so disappointed that they're not showing up on screen like they really should, because, like, look at that shimmer. That's what all of them look like.
You could always buy them and find out for yourself.
That's true. There we go. Got a little bit of it.
Hello, Susan. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
27.
Alrighty. So this is 27. This is more of that gold obsidian. I don't know why they called it black obsidian in the last one. That was a mistag on their part, I think.
Like they say,
it's the same thing. So this is 6mm faceted rounds, but I do want to warn you, I would probably guess that these are 7mm because they're a little bit bigger than 6mm. So yeah, these are those beautiful kind of golden cast stardust, almost goldstone looking. But this is as natural as you can get if you want that goldstone look. So Sue Jem says, are you working your way down your tablescape? Yep. So we started here, we worked up, and now we're working up this way. And then we have another tray that we're looking at tonight. But if you see anything, Sue, that we've already gone over,
Hey, Brandy,
just try to describe it if you don't mind, or guess on the color or the stone. And I can pull it up on the screen and we can pin it again for you. And then we'll go over everything quickly again at the end of the show too.
Hey, room temperature water and glam.
All right. So this is 27. And then next we've got 28. Green and lavender at the top right. Okay, let's do 28 first, and then we'll go back to those. All right, Alex has 28 pinned. So these are beautiful mica heated morganite. So this is 6mm faceted round. And this has the softest, most beautiful pastels. So pretty. Gorgeous. So we've got a little bit of yellow green and a lot of pink and blue. Got some cream, a little bit of like a salmon color, but not much. Mostly that pink and blue, and then a little bit of the yellow green.
Welcome in, Taylor Des. How are you tonight?
I would have said Taylor's.
Oh my gosh.
Is it Taylor Des or is it Taylor's? All right, moving on to, oh no, we're not going to move on to 29. Sorry, we're going to go back to 12.
It's pinned already.
Nope, undo it. Taylor Des. We joke all the time about Alex's mispronunciations of screen names.
Apparently
so it's
you
nice
just
to
can't pronounce actual words. So.
It's nice to have him get one right and me get one wrong. So this is number 12. We're backtracking to lavender amethyst. These are 8mm rounds, and these are $11 a strand. No problem, Sue. No problem at all.
Hello, Carla.
We are happy to accommodate.
Thanks, Sue.
So this was 12, and then we'll move on to 13.
Yeah.
I will.
Well,
we'll get to the end of the tray, and then we'll look at everything again.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Zoom out a little.
I just didn't want to make. I didn't want to make Sue wait. Word. Can you go to 13?
Bird up.
Thank you.
Only 4 of these, so.
All right, this is 13. So this is Green Adventurine 14 by 10mm freeform tubes. And so they're like cylinders, but they have these little almost like table cut. Oh, thank you, Sue. They have these almost like little table cut or like single like Charlotte facets on them.
Welcome in, Dr. Billing. How are you? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you, Rosalinda.
All righty. On to 29.
29er. 4 of these. Only 4 of these.
Look at these pretty gray quartz. Hey, Michelle. All right. These are 8mm satellite faceted gray quartz. They've got a lot of really neat definition in them.
Thank you, Rosalinda.
Thanks, Sue. And they almost look like moonstone, but not quite. They're just really cool. They're a lot lighter in person, too, than what you're seeing on the screen. I'm not sure why anytime there's like white or clear involved, the camera doesn't know how to figure that out. But they are a little bit brighter and lighter. Okay, moving on to 30.
You can evolve an Eevee into an Espeon with a moonstone.
That's true.
Number 30.
Guys, we are a Pokestop now.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Oh, snap.
Sorry, give me just a second to get that pin so nobody gets confused. Dun, dun, dun. Hearts in chat for us being a Pokestop because we've been trying to get that to happen for years.
I'm like reaching for my phone to play it.
to spin the Pokestop.
How are you doing, Michelle?
Alrighty, so these are 4 by 3mm faceted moonstone rondelles. So this is white rainbow moonstone. And so they have blue and yellow flash. And we do have some transparency here, but the transparency is mostly clear rather than like the kind of like...
Well, our transparency here at the Bead Place is always clear.
We try. But anyway, yeah, these are super, super pretty. Great for gifts. Everybody loves moonstone.
Is anyone else having video issues? Mine is frozen.
Oh, I don't know. I'm watching it clear on my alternate devices here.
We got full bars on the Wi-Fi.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that it couldn't be us. So
welcome in. It's for sale today.
All right, this is 31. And this is more of that beautiful white rainbow moonstone. These are chunky beads. These are approximately 8 by 12mm freeform chips, and they have such good shimmer. And unfortunately, that chatoyancy is not coming through on screen like it's supposed to. Yeah, I said it. I said the buzzword for the night.
The buzzword for the life.
For the stream, yeah. These are so fun to do those like disc necklaces where you take thread and you kind of like figure eight. How do I even show this? You kind of like weave through this way so that these sit like buttons sideways. They're so fun. Okay, we are going to swap trays. And actually, let me zoom out just a bit. And I'm going to grab the other tray, and Alex can kind of do any...
Yeah, if anybody wants to see any of these strands, let us know. And also, thank you for joining us. If you wouldn't mind, if you haven't yet, make sure to tap on the screen, double tap, triple tap, get some likes, get some hearts going. Also, make sure to follow if you haven't yet. We are the Bead Place. We go live every Friday at 6 p.m. Central. If you wouldn't mind go ahead and bookmark our upcoming streams. We got some fun stuff planned for you.
We probably have one more Beads for Good trunk show this time around, depending on how the strands sell in the store. Like if we have enough left, we can maybe do 2 more. But we'll probably start into holiday shows.
Small DZI lower left.
Totally. These guys.
What number?
15. So Alex is getting 15 pinned. This is the brown wavy 6mm rounds. They are super pretty. These are $8. And this is item 15. And then if it was this guy, we had item 16. And Alex just pinned that. And these are dark brown 8mm rounds. These are approximate 8-inch strands, so they're traditional half strands. And they are a part of a Beads for Good trunk show benefiting the Tascheret Orphanage in Mexico. So you get to have a lot more fun with variety. You can get twice as many strands and mix and match. All right. Well, we are going to move on to the second tray, and I'm going to swap this tray out and bring the other one in.
But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Again, like I said, go ahead and bookmark our upcoming shows. Just bookmark them all. You know, might as well.
All of them.
It's every Friday at 6 p.m. Can you show the obsidian again?
Yeah, totally. I'll grab those and I'll be right back.
And if you wouldn't mind following us on other social media, we have Facebook, Instagram. Those are both The Bead Place. And then we also have a YouTube channel by the name of Abby Berta.
That's me. Okay, Alex, can you pin 26 again for me?
I reckon.
So this is 26. These are $8. I don't think that turning the light off would do much for it because it's like it needs more light to show, and it's as high as it can go. So this is, it says it's black obsidian, but it's golden obsidian. It's 6mm faceted bicones.
Welcome in.
And you're not able to see that golden sheen, unfortunately, just because like the cut of the stone and the way the light hits it. But in person, like when you see those little hints of gold every now and then on these, that's what the whole thing looks like in real life. Like that little shimmer right there. That's what they all look like. It's the magic of obsidian. All right, and then the other obsidian was 27, and Alex is going to get that pulled, or pinned, I mean, and I'm going to get this pulled. So this was the gold obsidian, 6mm faceted rounds, and I had said I think that these are probably closer to a 7. And with this shape, it's a lot easier to see the little sparkle. So I'm going to put these to the side, and then we will move on to tray number 2.
32, yeah?
Yep, 32.
All right, only 4 of these. So
I love these.
They're really nice. Very nice.
Oh, boy.
I like.
Thanks, Coral. So this is Prey Night, and this is called Black Hair Prey Night. I've seen this called rutilated or tourmalinated Prey Night, but Black Hair Prey Night sounds okay too. So this is 10mm round. And this is such an interesting color because you have a mix of cool and warm tones. And this has the prettiest high polish. Yeah, they've got a really great polish to them. I'm glad that Becca pulled these for this show because I love these little discs so much. Snagged a bunch of these.
33.
All right, so this is 33. This is Larvakite. These are 6x2 Heshy buttons. And these are $11 a strand. Larvakite is also known as black labradorite. It has this really neat kind of blue and gray chatoyancy. And you can see a little bit of it on screen, but it's a lot more impressive in real life. I'm trying to wiggle them so you can see the way it shimmers. Love this stone so much. All right, so the next one is going to be 34. These are blue spot jasper. Oops, come back here.
We got a runner.
And these are also 6x2 millimeter, like Heshy beads. And so these would look great mixed in with pearls or mixed in just like with a daisy spacer here and there. I also think that these would be really cool turned sideways, like we talked about those Botswana agate beads earlier. So they could be turned sideways and you can take some really pretty cord and weave in and out of them. Or just like a bracelet or necklace like this. So cute.
So fresh, so clean.
All right, this is 35.
Only 3 of these.
So this is African green jasper. These have been popular here in the store. These have gone home with a lot of different folks. So these are really nice, kind of mid-tone cool green with bits of warmth. These would make great kind of funky Christmas designs. Imagine mixing in some pearls and then some red coral or some red Heshy beads.
Coral.
Yeah.
Coral.
All right, moving on. I do. Walking Dead reference, right? All right. These are 36, and these are so pretty. Oh, you lose a little bit of the life in the camera, but that's everything. We promise. They're always prettier in person. So this is Fancy Jasper. This is 6x2 millimeter Heshy buttons, just like what we were looking at before. And these have purple and rose and mauve and like a kind of almost like a muted emerald green. We've got some rust. We've got some lavender, some salmon, some adventurine tones. Very pretty beads. Love them. I can't wait to create with these. All right. Let me untangle.
37.
Love it when Alex sings to you guys.
Hello, Polar Bear. Welcome back.
Hey.
How are you doing tonight?
Thanks for hanging out. So these are 6x2 millimeter Heshy buttons in Unikite. Look at these. Unikite is always going to be like this beautiful kind of warm pale green with bits of yellow and then kind of darker
I'm good.
spots.
How are you?
I'm good. And then lots of that beautiful kind of salmon rust color. Great for fall designs. And then here's another one of my very favorite stones. This is 38. And this is Dalmatian jasper. Super fun. I think a lot of times people are looking for, gesundheit. A lot of times people are looking for neutrals that can kind of be different. And that's definitely this. We've got neutral colors, but we've got a lot of interest in this stone. So these are great. All right, moving on to 39. Whoops. This is aquamarine and rose quartz. So this is approximately 14 by 10 millimeter. And these are freeform tubes.
Hello, Mary. Welcome in.
And these have a little bit bigger of a hole, so these would be really fun to put on cord also. Doesn't tell me that they specifically have a large hole, which means I can't say it's 2 millimeter or more. But you could probably pretty easily fit a 1 mil cord through there. Lots of fun. Thanks, Rosalinda. All right, and then on to number 40. We've got more 10 by 14 freeform tubes in rose quartz. Same thing, only all pink.
Welcome. Thanks for hanging out.
Hi, thanks for coming on in.
How are you all doing tonight?
So, moving on to another stone that comes with free spacer beads. So this is heat treated quartz, and so it has been heat treated and like pressure treated to turn it this green color. So this is not its natural color, but it's still beautiful and it's still a really pretty gemstone. But this is approximately 18 by 13 millimeter nuggets, and they come with green little faceted crystals between. I love chunky, just like, I don't know, polished nuggets. I just think they're great. Super fun to design with. Oops. All right. This is the strand that got all that attention online.
Get ready. Only 4 of them.
And this is pink coral, 6 millimeter round.
Coral.
This is dyed coral. But look at that color. It is so vibrant, and they've got this beautiful coral pattern on them, which of course you guys can't see through the screen, but in real life you can see it.
IRL.
And these are 6 millimeter rounds, only $10. Beautiful. All right, moving on to 43. These are $8,
those are cool looking.
and they are lapis. These are approximately 10 to 15 millimeter freeform chips, and more of that kind of like button shape that you can do those sideways designs with, or you can stack them together. We used some similar to this in that.
Sue.
Oh, thanks, Sue. In that. When we did the vintage pins independence stream that we did, that was on Facebook though, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Well, we used lapis, and then we used some chrysoprase, and I think the chips were chrysoprase. I don't remember exactly. I've got it hanging right over there, but I can't see that far. I know, it's so pretty, coral. All right, moving on to 44. Alex is getting that pinned for us right now.
Over on I-44.
I-44. All right, so these are beautiful 4 by 3 millimeter amethyst. These are really nicely faceted. Hi, Acid Fire. Thanks for joining in. We're looking at gemstone half strands tonight, and a portion of the proceeds from these sales go to benefit the Tascheret Orphanage in Mexico. So that caters to disabled and otherwise disadvantaged children that aren't eligible for traditional adoption. So you get pretty beads and help a good cause. Moving on to 45. More gorgeous amethyst. We've got more of those 14 by 10 millimeter freeform tubes. Very, very pretty. This is a nice depth of color on these. Hi, check me out. That's a really clever name.
I like that.
All right, moving on to 46. We've got light labradorite in an 8 by 5 millimeter rondelle. We have some beautiful kind of oranges and yellows. A little bit of blue flash here too. A lot of orange flash on these. I wish that you could see all the flash and chatoyancy that we see here in real life, because these are fun. They're like a really pale gray. They're a little bit darker on screen than what they are in real life. Of course, Becca has a whole labradorite section. That's funny. Becca's a real big labradorite fan. All right, this is 47. This is 6 millimeter faceted rounds. And these have really nice sharp facets on them. Very shimmery and glittery. And this is a great deal for this much chatoyancy. These are absolutely stunning. So pretty. This has more orange, yellow, and blue flash. I see just hints of purple on some of these strands, but it's just the itty bittiest amount of purple. Not much. But you guys know, if you ever have purple in labradorite, that really like makes it super special. And you want to hang on to that piece, or if you make it to sell, tack a little bit higher of a price tag on that because it's more highly sought after. So this is 48, and this is teeny tiny little 4mm labradorites. Lots of light transparency here, lots of flash, very shimmery. I'm going to move this up just a little bit so that we can get a little bit more of that focus. And so these are just $8 a strand. Absolutely stunning. Very, very pretty. Okay. Moving on to 49. Yeah, Rosalinda says, love labradorite. Me too. I feel like it's almost everybody's favorite stone. So these are more of those really cool barrels. They're 14 by 10 millimeter freeform tubes. And they have so much surface area that you really see these big flashes of chatoyancy on here. And I wish that you could, I know I keep saying that, but on these, I really wish that you could see what we see in real life.
Do you see
because
what I see?
like they're just stunning. There we go. We caught a little bit of that flash right there, but man, are they pretty.
Thank you, Rosalinda.
Thank you.
Number 50.
Hi. Oh, Alex, you pronounced that one.
What one?
Avada Kedavra. Is that right?
Where?
Do you not see it on your screen yet? Well, hello, welcome in.
No, I don't.
This is item 50. We are on 3 by 2 millimeter labradorite. These are faceted rondelles. They're very glittery, super, super pretty. These are very, very clear, very, very light. If you say it real fast, then nobody knows that you didn't pronounce it right.
That's the... Anyways.
I don't
You
know.
know what that's from?
No. This is 51. And this is sodalite. These are 10 by... I keep saying 10 by 14, but they're 14 by 10.
When you weigh them, they sodalite.
No, they're heavy. Don't say that. So these are sodalite. They are really nice deep blue, just hints of rust, but a lot of this incredible patterning that we see on sodalite. But yeah, these are freeform tubes. Thank you. Very pretty. Guys, if we had a retreat, would you come to St. Louis? Hearts in chat if you would come to St. Louis. That's the way to tell.
Retreat out of St. Louis.
I like. Well, not actually St. Louis, the Illinois side. All right, we're on 52. These are 6 millimeter. Oh, I see some hearts. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. I know we posted the poll and we got a lot of responses, but I feel like polls are just fun to click. Like everybody wants to click on a poll because it's fun.
Polls are
but like we want to know if like people really would come. So these are, I'm sorry, 6 millimeter faceted rounds. These have a little bit more brightness to them. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That is. You could drive. Just make a whole vacation of it. Take a few days, drive cross country.
Arizona.
Cross country.
Are you gonna run?
Nevada, right? I'm not trying to say where you live online. I need to stop. It's 53. And we are, do you have 53 tagged? Yep, you do. Okay. So this is more of those
purple.
Cut it out.
It is purple.
It's not purple. It's blue.
That's purple, dog.
Yeah, I drove to Vegas one time for a show, and it is
a trek.
It is quite the drive.
I bet it's a pretty drive, though.
We used to drive to Tucson when we did the gem shows every year. We were vendors, so it just was cheaper for us to drive all of our stuff out there.
Phoenix.
So yeah, these are orange sodalite, and what that means is it's sodalite with a lot of that like rust color in it. But these are 6 by 2 millimeter Heshy buttons. More of those discs. Thanks, Rosalinda. I'm glad you're not upset that I said that. It left my mouth, and I'm like, I should not have said that. All right, moving on to 54. These are Tiger's Eye mixed 8mm rounds. And these are really high polish.
Those are really cool looking.
Super, super pretty. We used to do the Tube really Bead True Blue show, and then we were a part of the Tucson Bead show for a while, a couple years at least after we left Tube Bead True Blue. But it's been a few years since we have been just even at Tucson, much less vendors at the show. I was thinking about going this next year, but it's probably not going to be in the cards. We'll see. It's a whole big thing. Rosalinda says, maybe I'll go to South Dakota and see my daughter and then come see you guys. Yeah, might as well while you're on this side of the world.
Welcome in, Pity Mom.
Oh, it is kind of far. Yeah. What about if we had like all the other Bead Extravaganza presenters here doing classes and booths and like demos and stuff?
And we didn't stream it because you have to come now.
No, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but
oh, that's what's going to happen. No, I don't know.
So this is Red Tiger's Eye. This is 8mm faceted rounds, and it says nice cut. I don't know why it says that.
It is a nice cut.
It is. They're faceted very well. Like they've got really sharp facets on them. Dr. Billings says, I could be there in 30 minutes. Good. Yeah. I noticed that Sally added, I'm not sure if Sally's watching tonight, but I noticed that Sally added an option to the poll, which I didn't even know that you could do that, but she added an option to the poll and she said, I'm local, so I can come whenever. And I just thought that was so funny.
That's what I clicked.
Did you really? You participated in the poll?
You have to. You gotta vote or die, you know?
All right, 56. Hi, 50 cents. Thanks for coming on and checking. What am I trying to say? Thanks for coming in and checking out our stream.
Is that the 50 cent?
No, 50 cents.
Oh.
This is 56.
I was going to say,
so this is Blue and Gold Tiger's Eye 6mm rounds.
Hello, Brittany.
Hi, Waffles. Hi, Brittany. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. We are streaming with our Gemstone Half Strand show with Beads for Good that benefits the Tascherat Orphanage in Mexico. I love these. They're so pretty. Alex, I don't know what you're doing. I wish you guys could see what nonsense he just did.
Goober.
All right. So this is 57. This is more mixed color Tiger's Eye. This has more of that like red Tiger's Eye in it. And these are 6mm high polish rounds. Very, very pretty. Gorgeous. What kind of classes would you guys want to take if you came to a retreat / bead show here in the St. Louis area? Are we wanting to do like metalsmithing classes, since that's kind of a scary ordeal to try on your own? Or would we want bead weaving classes?
Probably like or geometry. Or
mixed media classes.
Maybe history.
We could do, so I've got a lot of really cool historical beads in my private collection, and we could do like a beads throughout the years
metal
class.
Metal.
Awesome.
Metal.
That's Alex's hand, just so
Clearly.
You know. Those hairy knuckles aren't mine. This is 58. I'm waiting for you to pin it, and you had pinned it the whole time.
That'd be pretty impressive if you could get your left hand at this angle.
I know. That would be really cool.
What is this? I don't know. Contortionist?
Maybe. So this is 58. These are Tiger's Eye. These are 6x4mm rondelles. They are faceted, of course. And they've got some pretty good iron in them, too. So not only do you have that beautiful Tiger's Eye effect, but you've got those strips of that kind of like iron pyrite running through on some of them. which just adds more dimension and shine. Hi, Susie's Vintage Shop. Hey, Invogues. Thanks for joining us. You guys are getting here right at the end.
The last piece.
All right, we've got more jet. So, we didn't do jet this time around. We had other jet in the previous show. So this is 59. This is 6mm rounds, and this is jet. And jet is a very lightweight stone. And these are just 10 buckaroos. And a portion of the proceeds goes to benefit the Tascherat Orphanage in Mexico. Very, very cool. All right. Let's zoom back. Yeah, we can definitely go back to some tiger's eye. We did show tiger's eye. We showed a lot of tiger's eye. Let me just kind of like scooch this over. I know, but Invogue said you showed tiger's eye. So this, here's the nice cut. This is 55. Can you tag 55? Or pin 55? So this was 8mm red tiger's eye, faceted, nice cut rounds. Nice.
Nice.
Thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Sue.
Let's just go over the tiger's eye again quickly. Alex, if you could pin 54.
Only 3 left.
This is 54. These are 8mm mixed rounds, and they are very, very high polish. Very, very nice. Super smooth. And then we had, I don't know.
56? Maybe?
Yeah, I just was trying to make sure I grabbed the right hank.
Only 2 left. One of these have sold, I believe.
So this is blue and gold tiger's eye, really light yellow tiger's eye. So this is 6mm rounds.
What number was the labradorite?
Labradorite tubes, 49. Oh, you couldn't see that. This was 49, the labradorite tubes. And then we have 57 that Alex is about to pin. These are more multicolored tiger's eye, 6mm rounds. And then one more style of tiger's eye
58.
that I think we were probably showing when you came in was 58. And that's these guys. These are 6x4 faceted rondelles. Super, super pretty.
So yeah. Zoom
All right, let's go back to 49 for just a second.
Yeah,
And then
only one left though. So
if
you want it.
Oh, pin it.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Only one left.
Yeah, we got one strand
Somebody
left of these guys. These were the labradorite 14 by 10 millimeter freeform tubes. And they are pretty. Okay, I'm going to zoom out and we're going to look at this tray. And if anybody has anything that they are wanting to see closer, we can do that. And I'm going to run over and grab tray number 1, and we can do a little refresher on that one too if you want.
As always, thank you all for joining us tonight. We do appreciate it. We do these live streams here on Whatnot every single Friday at 6 p.m. Central. So we would love for you to hit that follow button, bookmark all of our upcoming shows, and come kick it with us next week. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to Abby Berta on YouTube, where you can find a ton of free tutorials, like a decade's worth of tutorials almost. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We do appreciate it.
Okay, so Rosalinda says,
what number?
Yes, please. I missed the first 6 or 7 beads. Yeah, we can do that. And then the pink coral was 42. This pink coral is 42.
42.
Let me get this tray back, and then we'll bring the first tray on.
I pinned 42 for you. That's the pink coral. That's right. Yeah. That is a table.
This one actually
Thank
has
you,
been
Dr.
caught on
Belling.
fire. We had a metalsmithing class get a little bit rowdy, and
Oh, I put a
somebody
money symbol instead of a
was not
hashtag.
following the rules and decided to torch their metal directly on the table instead of over at the
When was that?
firing station. About 10 years ago. It was pretty
Pretty
pretty glonky. Yep. All right, let's go back to number 1.
Hello, Amy. Welcome on in. Number 1. Oops.
We used to have, like, it's a
There it
different
is.
world now. It was like no big deal to have like 12 people in a metalsmithing class like 10 years ago. Now I try to keep my metals classes like pretty tight, like low numbers, low quantity.
What?
Well, it's just makes me nervous. Pardon me.
Nervous.
So this is number 1. This is white selenite, 8mm rounds. And selenite is such a beautiful stone. I wish that you guys could see this really cool, like, I don't know, banding. Has this great, like, almost chatoyancy to it. Can you tag number 2 for me? Thanks, Rosalinda. We've got 6mm white selenite. This is number
All right,
2.
There you go.
Thanks. This is number 2. Is it stabilized? It is. This is stabilized selenite. Yep.
Hello, Gifty and goodness.
I would say probably most rounds in selenite are stabilized. Otherwise, they can't really be polished very easily.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah, because you know.
Obviously.
Hi, Gifty Gypsy. Hey, Goodness Shop. We are looking at kind of like a refresh of the Beads for Good trunk show. We're kind of starting over at the beginning of the show to go over some things that some folks had missed. Alex, if you can move to number 3. And so these are gemstone half strands. So they're approximate 8-inch strands. And the portion of the proceeds from this show goes to benefit the Tascheret Orphanage in Mexico. So these are mystic coated rose agate. These are 8mm faceted rounds. Hey, thanks. Yeah, these are pretty. And then we had these in 6mm as well. Item number 23.
LeBron James. Number 4.
The fluorite was pretty popular. Number 4. These are purple fluorite 10mm puffed coins. These are $8. Hi, Emberly's Treasures. And moving on to number 5. More purple fluorite puffed coins. These have a little bit more purple in them than the smaller ones. Thanks, Terry. Hey, we're good. How are you? We are looking at gemstone half strands that benefit the Tascheret Orphanage in Mexico through the Beads for Good organization. Awesome. Can't complain. I feel like that's like where you want to be. All right, moving on to these beautiful rectangles. Do we have some of these left?
Yeah, 1.
Number 6? Okay. We have 1 strand left of these rainbow fluorite 14 by 10mm puffed rectangles, and these are so pretty. Got green. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rosalinda. Right. And then on to 7. Yeah, just at least through here. Got 7 tagged?
Maybe I do.
Maybe you do. Maybe don't. Oh, yay. All right. So this is number 7. These are 18 by 13mm polished nuggets or freeform nuggets that have been polished. And this is more of that gorgeous rainbow fluorite. These are a little bit more vibrant in real life. It's hard to see the light through it when my hand is behind it, but they are a lot more vibrant in color.
They do look like forbidden jelly beans.
That's funny. We don't eat the beads though. My dad had that shirt on today, or no, it was Becca had her don't eat the beads shirt on yesterday, and my dad picked up a handful of beads from the floor and he offered it to Becca, and he was like, "You want a snack?" And she turned around and pointed to the back of her shirt. It's just hilarious.
Don't let your memes be dreams, kids.
All right.
You put them on a shirt and they live forever.
Move on to number 8. Oh, you did it already. Did anybody in chat get the don't eat the beads shirt? That was so fun.
We really need to put some on the whatnot.
We don't really have that many left. We got just a few extras, and a lot of them have been grabbed up already. But we probably could. I just feel bad because we don't have all the sizes left. But that's okay.
Okay.
If anybody wants shirts, we can you can message us if you want a shirt, and we can check and see if you have any size, any of your size. Terry says, "Are there any plus size? I would love that. We'll check later." Yeah. I think we have a few, and we can always have another batch made too. We just did pre-orders for them, and then got them printed. But the printer still has the screens. Sure. Can you write that down? Rosalinda says she wants one in XL. Well, there's paper right there and a pen.
Where's a pen?
There's a whole thing of pens right there. So this is 9. Oh, no problem. Oh, Rosalinda, did you want short sleeve or long sleeve? So this is white jade, dyed tourmaline color, 6mm faceted round. So this is like clear jade or white jade, and then they heat treat it, and to make it look like the different colors of watermelon tourmaline. Terry says, impulse control is not my strong point, so I try to skip lives for the sake of my wallet. Oh, I know, it's hard. It's real hard. Rosalinda says, I get a choice, short sleeve. You got it. We'll check and make sure that we've got short sleeves. Okay, moving on to 10. And yeah, no problem. Thank you. This is orange sardonyx, 8mm faceted rounds. And these are gorgeous. Oh, man. Quit chewing on your fingernails.
That's not my fingernails.
Quit chewing on your finger hangnails. I love these so much. So it says orange sardonyx, 8mm round, but it's like a bright yellow. It's like an orangish yellow. And Alex said earlier, it looks like Sunny D. Well, he said Sunny Delight, and I said Sunny D. Oh, have we not been plugged in this whole time?
That's fine.
My laptop hasn't died yet.
That's comical.
That's comical. It's funny that we're on Whatnot.
That is comical.
That's comical. All right, moving on to number 11. Hey, Starworks. This is white jade dyed a pink color. These are 6mm faceted rounds, and these are just $10 a strand. These are half strands, and a portion of the proceeds from this show goes to benefit the Tascherat Orphanage in Mexico. Alex, stop. Okay. Moving on to 12. This is 12. This is lavender amethyst. These are 8mm rounds, and this is a beautiful light purple. I know it kind of looks gray on screen, but I promise you it's purple. Sometimes we lose a little bit of the vibrancy. But these are really pretty light purple. And then moving on to 13.
Thank you, Rosalinda.
Thank you. He's trying. It's just a little delayed. I move faster than he's pinning. So this is green aventurine. This is 14 by 10mm freeform tubes. These are $10. And although it says $10.50, we can do whole numbers only on Whatnot. So you save an extra 50 cents anytime there's anything that ends in 50 cents. So extra. All right. Let's see. Are we caught up, or do we want to do a few more? Anybody want to see anything else?
Requests.
Let's do requests. Let me zoom out a little bit. And then if anybody has anything that they missed, or if you want to see again, the larvacite again, you got it. Okay, so here was the larvacite. Alex, if you can tag number 33. Thanks, Creations by Angie. All right, so this is that larvacite. This is 33. This is beautiful Heshy buttons. Thank you, Creations by Angie. Zoom up a little bit more. Oh, don't scan that QR code. That's a defunct design. Hopefully nobody's phones are going crazy. But yeah, this is larvacite. 6x2mm Heshy buttons. Thanks, Terry. Alrighty, and I'm just for good measure, I'm going to show one of my favorite stones. We're going to look at 38. And Alex is getting that pinned right now. Look at these, Dalmatian jasper. Very, very cool. I love these. Thanks, Creations by Angie. Very sweet of you.
Can you guys go and look while we're live at the can you scrub backwards? Or do we get to see my favorite stone?
Oh yeah, Alex,
stream?
You can pick your favorite. Probably some of that. Oh, I shouldn't influence.
You're the influencer here, not me.
No. No scrubbing. Terry says no scrubbing. Hey, Health Hope. Oh, that's great. So Terry says, I think only YouTube allows that on lives. Well, that's good to know, because then, like, if people are watching live, you can go watch it on YouTube and catch up.
And then still buy it on Whatnot.
That's clever.
Bada bing, bada boom.
That's smart.
I like the coral.
The pink coral?
It's not going to be a popular one, but I like that one.
You want to pin it again? I think we did that one.
What number is it?
42. This is Alex's favorite of the whole show.
And it has a money sign instead of
a number. That's funny. This is not $42. It's
you can even pause
just $10.
Go do a thing and come back. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love YouTube. That's actually how our business grew, was the tutorials on YouTube. And that was at a point in time where, like, when a company made a part, they made that part forever. So it made it really easy for us to make, like, evergreen tutorials and kits and things like that, because, like, we could keep getting the parts in and, like, repeat the kits over and over again. The world is kind of not like that anymore, unfortunately. But it kind of allows for us to have a little bit more fun with our limited run kits. So I know Terry says now when they make a part 2 weeks later and it's gone. I know. Well, hey, Jen, welcome. We're just kind of taking requests at some of the things that we looked at earlier tonight. We did gemstone short strands or half strands, benefiting the Tascherat Orphanage in Mexico. So I'm going to switch this tray over for the other one. Yeah, Terry, I'm not really sure. I think a lot of times it has to do with the fact that 90% of bead stores have closed over the last 15 years. And so, when that's your bread and butter, a lot of these manufacturing companies are like trying new things because they think maybe their designs are old. Well, no, it's just that, unfortunately, when businesses are not evolving with the times, and the economy is not always, I mean, who am I to say, but the economy is not great. And when the magazines fail, then it's just kind of like everybody fends for themselves. And there's an increase in imported products, which, you know, everybody has their opinions on, but it's true. And manufacturing a lot of times is moved overseas, and it's not quite as accessible to be able to create manufacturing here. But I could talk about that and what I think has happened to our industry for hours and hours and hours, but that's not what we're doing tonight. So yeah, totally. You can see lapis and amethyst chips. Alex, would you mind pinning the amethyst? Ooh, where do we have amethyst chips? Let's do these. Are these what we're thinking are the chips? This is 45. So we've got, okay, that's fine. This is 45. This is 14 by 10 millimeter freeform tubes. Oh, amethyst rondelle, you got it. Alex is helping Parker with something in the back, so he's not going to be able to pin this, but I wonder if I can. So this is actually 44. So hang tight for just a second, and I'll try to get that pinned to make it a little easier. 44. Product actions, pin item. Look at that, I did it. Oh, no need to apologize. I know it's hard to see. And we never load full descriptions in ahead of time just because there's just truly not enough time in the day. Thanks, Terry. Oh, bye. Have a great weekend. And then it was the lapis that you wanted to see. Let's see. That is 43. Let me get 43 tagged real quick. Thanks, Dr. Billing. Product actions, pin item. Okay, so here's some of that pretty lapis. These are 10 to 15 millimeter freeform chips. Terry says, keep on keeping on. We love the community that TGBE has cultivated. You know, I feel like it kind of filled in the gap that the magazines and the like Bead and Button show left. And Bead Fest, as great as that show is, it just doesn't quite feel the same. And so I feel like everybody kind of moved to these online communities, which in some ways it's great. And I'm so glad that people are able to find friendship and community, and kind of revitalize their passion for their art in a more accessible way than going to a bead show. But man, do I miss just sitting in a room full of other beaders. I don't know. It's fun. In Vogue says, that's how I found you. Yeah, I think it kind of was like a springboard, like launch pad for a lot of the businesses that participate in it. And it definitely gave a sense of community to us presenters as well, because, you know, a lot of us kind of felt lost. We didn't have to close our store down, but a handful of the presenters closed their physical locations. And so I don't know, it's a different world now. And I love being able to connect with you guys online through these streams, because we certainly would not have been as adventurous if we wouldn't have had the confidence of regular live streaming. I'm going to just pin one of my favorite items again real quick. All right. So this is 25.
Okay.
And this is White Agate Mystic AB 6mm rounds. And I think since we haven't seen any other requests, we can probably just kind of call it. And we're going to find somebody to raid. Thanks so much,
Tag
everybody.
your favorite wet knot seller that's currently live in the chat if you want to see us raid them. Probably flip it.
Sure, I can do that. Dr. Billing says, I watched Abby's tutorials before TGBE, but I didn't know her shop was only 30 minutes from me. That's so cool. Yeah. I think that, like, I don't know, because we're on the Illinois side of St. Louis, people just kind of like don't cross the river. And like, I get it. There's a whole bridge and everything. But yeah, we kind of, it's like we're in our own little world over here. Yeah, in Vogue says I'm only 35 minutes away. Yeah, and you know, it's so cool that, like, you know, even though we have a lot of local people watching these streams, we still get to like feel connected to you guys, because like even though you're not too far away, it's not always convenient to stop in. So
okay.
Yeah.
So say whatever you're about to forget, because you always do it, and I'm gonna do the outro.
I don't know that I have anything to say.
Right. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Do you guys want to do 2 more weeks of Beads for Good if we can make it happen, or should we start holiday stuff right away? Because we've got more holiday stuff coming in, but we could start on current holiday items next week or the week after, or even next week if you guys want to see it. Message us if you have any special requests. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Join the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group. Join our Facebook group.
And if you got one thing I just thought of, if you guys want to go back and watch the stream, because it does save it on Whatnot, message us on Whatnot of any other orders. We'll probably have to charge you shipping, but we can make a specifically designed item for you. And we can get you that. If you came in late or whatever, we can definitely do that for you.
Yeah, we're happy to help. Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Make sure, if you're not yet, follow us. Of course, hit the bookmarks for our upcoming streams, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook at The Bead Place, and on YouTube, Abby Berta over there.
That's me.
All right, let's raid somebody.
Okay, let's raid somebody. Okay, create a raid.
Yeah, have a great weekend. Safe, happy, and fun.
Cool. Our friends Simply Sterling USA are raiding again, so let's select them. Thanks, everybody. All right.
Adios.
Ooh, they've got cool stuff tonight. Bye.